living right of Indigenous people. Take Alabawan community in Heping Island as an example. Heping Island is the very north of Keelung City, just beside the well-known rainbow-colored fishery harbor and the shipyard as a famous movie scene. The yellow part upright in the east of Heping Island is where the neighbors are. Not really the typical image of the living area, right? But it is how the normal urban indigenous communities looks like. Having all kinds of building and non-building materials for their houses, meanwhile suffering from the fear that their house would be torn down someday in the future by the government. I suppose that everyone here born with a good house has a home, and that you all understand that how important it is to have a house for living. Right of reside is never a problem we need to be worried. Neither should anyone. In this case, the problem they are facing is that they're living in the place where later on became Heping Natural Park, which basically allows no habitant, so they never be acknowledged as legally living. That causes a deprivation of right. We might come up with a thought that why wouldn't they move in legally, apply a legal permission? These people are from mountains and tribes that is all about their inborn and may not have those informations and just making their lives in cities. Moving and growing a new community are natural, so the time they settled down, relatives came and the community started to grow. Land use needs no permissions. Why should they? Under the policy in early days, when human resource was important in the constructions of cities, they were constant tacitly, but the liquidation just came after. Because they have no rights to live on this land, while bad conditional and living economy and society standard make no opportunity to move out. So what we are doing these days, we're basically helping them to find out another way to fight for their right to keep on living here, which is from cultural aspect. The special traditions and culture of Indigenous people, let them live as a part of the natural alternative in this history of Heping Island. We held several of workshops to find out what's special to stand for their lives, the area, and their culture. Having meetings privately with neighbors, trying to trigger their motivation of doing some small project with us. People actually hard to move when they are into a mood. They have to feel that they can really do something for themselves and it's workable. And the wheel will automatically start moving by their own. The project is still working till March next year. They are starting to build their own assemble hall together. Hopefully we lit a fire of hope in their heart after the project finished. Thank you for listening.